In this video, I want to talk about why everybody sucks at things. And this goes for me as well. But anytime you don't see any improvement in your own life, the reason for that is because simply you have not put in enough time for that thing. Gen Z and different generations and younger generations always, boomers are saying this to the younger generation, millennials will be saying to the next, Gen Z will say it to the next. But we always see that people don't want to work hard, or that their generation works so hard for things. When in reality, this is true, but it has not changed over thousands of years. There are always going to be people that do not work hard for something, but expect something. And it's really frustrating for myself even to see myself not get better at something and then get pissed at myself for why I'm not, when the answer has always been, I just haven't done it long enough. I haven't done the repetitions long enough. I haven't walked on the treadmill long enough. I haven't trained for years at a time. Now more than ever are we expecting fast results because we got AI, we got technology at our fingertips, we got so much shit going for us. Yet none of us have the not only discipline, and I won't say willpower because I find that your systems and your environment are more important than your willpower, your mental strength. And even then, anyone born in this time, your parents, the toughest person you can think of, if they were born in this time, doesn't mean that they would succeed. You know, we can, like, people look at like the NBA and they're like, Michael Jordan would dominate right now. And it's like, you could think that and believe that, but what's if instead of like hooping, Michael Jordan's dad was like, I don't feel like babysitting you anymore. Let's just put an iPad on you. And he just got sucked into an iPad and then was just getting spammed by TikToks all the time. And then we didn't have Michael Jordan, and then we would have never known, right? You can't just transplant someone from history and then bring them into now and think that they're just gonna do the great thing every time. Hitler might not have killed all the Jews if he was born now. He'd probably be too busy on fucking Tinder, not getting pussy, right? And so, it sucks, obviously, but for people to like start being doomers and complaining about like, oh, life is so hard now, like, I would not wish this existence on anybody, when pretty much through the entire history of humans, would they wish for the times that we're in now? Now we're just overexposed to so many things, so we think life is really bad, when in reality it's the best it'll ever be for us, right, in our own timeline. And it's gonna be the best next for the next generation and the next. You know, we might go through World War III and some major depression might happen, but in reality, we have so much stuff. We have too many things, in fact, where we can have whatever we want. You can get a job online, you can do stuff online, but nobody sticks with anything, and that's why we never see results. That's why nobody makes the 10K a month. That's why nobody has their dream life, because we just keep putting out this fake Instagram, TikTok life of like, you get bitches, you get money, life is perfect, you're traveling, you're doing everything that you want. And like, now everybody thinks that they should have that. And if you want that, that's fair, but most people just don't know what they want. Most people don't understand that, or even have even looked at themselves deeply enough to say, hey, like, I actually don't want a shit ton of money. I don't want 20 girlfriends. I don't want to have to balance that stuff. I don't want to have a family. I don't want to do whatever, you know, like, you don't need to do exactly as every influencer does. You just got to look at what you actually want to do. For me, for example, what do I want to do? I want to wake up every day whenever I want. I want to train and spend time with people I love and do something fulfilling that is challenges me and allows me to critically think. That can be many things, right? Like, it doesn't have to be me being a digital nomad and solving consultancy programs or whatever the fuck people talk about on the internet. It could be me just going to my regular nursing job. It could be me working as a cashier. Whatever your challenge is, whatever is your thing or your thing at that certain time. If you're young, you know, maybe doing a cash register is fucking hard for you when you're like 13 years old or 15 years old. And you slowly just build up. And then you pursue a new challenge because you're like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So you do something harder and harder. But the reality of it is that you suck at everything is because you haven't put enough time into it. And that's it. There's no secret thing. It's just, you gotta be patient. You gotta have systems in place where you can continue to do the boring shit all the time. People are so scared of being bored, not because like there's an actual fear, but it's because their brains have been tricked into thinking that they must have everything quickly accessed, quickly, instant gratification. And delayed gratification is like the biggest buzzword, and it's so true. But, and like it's a cliche, but cliches are a thing because they actually make sense and because they actually apply to life. But until you can like live the exact same day over and over again for like a year, that's when you'll start to see the results. You want to be like a 20-year-old supreme athlete? Well, that person's not doing anything crazy. They're not like going partying, traveling the world. No, they're just going to like basketball camps and they're training and they're practicing free throws for an hour every single day. And they just keep doing this boring shit. Like LeBron, Michael Jordan, Messi, Ronaldo, all these people are doing the same shit every single day. They're just working out, they're going to practice, and they're eating the same food every single day. And they're the best, and we idolize them, put them on a pedestal. And that could be you. I'm not gonna say you're gonna, like, if you're like a 40-year-old dude, that you're gonna be the next hot 20-year-old heartthrob or something like that, or a supreme athlete, but if you put the time in, you will get whatever you want, or whatever you're putting your time towards. And you're not gonna get it in a month, you're not gonna get it in 3 months, you're not even gonna get it in 6 months, you're not gonna get it in a year even sometimes, depending on what it is. But if you can haul ass for like 6 months to a year, you will see meaningful progress. And the systems you put in place will be enough for you to get what you want. And that, like, if you did like something for a year straight and you didn't bitch, you didn't complain, you just kind of showed up every day, even when you had a bad workout, even when you didn't feel like it, especially when you didn't feel like it, then you will carry that on. So as I'm like looking at things that I want to do in my life, I'm like, all right, where do I suck? And it's like, okay, if I suck at this thing, how can, instead of just like going on this like 1 month sprint of me just like fasting every single day, can I make it so that I just have to do a little bit every single day? Because doing a little bit every single day instead of going for 1 week balls to walls is what's gonna get you the results. And then you just slowly make that into a habit that you can do every single day. Whatever you do every single day is what you're gonna have, you're gonna be the best at overall over a period of time. So over a year, if I run every single day, even if it's a shorter distance of like, let's say a mile, I'll be a better runner than me doing like 120-mile run every week, or I mean like every month, or so doing just the smaller thing, and this like Atomic Habits or whatever the other fucking book is, but whatever you do daily is what's gonna be like what you're gonna be the best at, simply put. So don't shoot for like these like 1 week long sprints and expect your entire life to change. Your life changes over years, not over days. Another point I want to bring up is, because of people wanting instant gratification, try this thought experiment. It's like, if you had everything you wanted in life, right? You had the money, you had the perfect partner, you had the perfect family life. What would you do next? You have everything you want. Like look at rich kids. Like not all of them are total retards, but a lot of them are. And it's because they have everything. And they get bored and they're like, okay, well I need to chase a new high, I need to do drugs, I need to do this, I need to do that. When we all get caught up in thinking like once you have the thing, you're just gonna be instantly happy or you're gonna be so much better off. When in reality, that's not the case. And like seeing your body change, let's say in like a weight loss thing, is actually way more rewarding than you just like waking up one day with abs. So yeah, if you had everything you ever wanted, what would you do next? Would you just off yourself? Rich people commit suicide all the time. Could be you. So yeah, if you suck at something, it's because you haven't put enough time in. It's because you haven't showed up enough days and you're trying to go 0 to 100 instantly and expecting to have everything when you don't deserve it. At the end of the day, you get what you deserve. Just put in the work. Always remember to rep the set. See you in the next one.